Welcome, Capricorn, to your June astrology. How are y'all doing? I hope that your day is going well so far. My name is Keisha. I am the owner of A Way of Life. I am a career and business coach using astrology. And so, if you could please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell if you haven't already. If you like the content and you think that it can help somebody else, share it with them as we are trying to grow our community. We appreciate you in advance. And make sure you hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every time we go live. Okay. Capricorn. So Mercury will go direct on June 3rd in your 5th house. So this is around children. It's around fun, play, joy, dating, or this is my night out on a town transit. So you're either going out to concerts, restaurants, bars, even sports events, things of that nature, or dating, if I didn't say that already, or either you're having a child or having sex. There's a lot of sex going on here. Or this is a creative project that you have, if it's not about children that you already have, or some kind of hidden talent that comes up at this time. Or this could be like traveling, but this is like my bucket list traveling. So I usually refer to Leo as my retirement house, or some kind of investment is paying off, or you're investing in something that's going to pay off down the line. And so if you've been struggling with an ex, wondering if you should be entertaining the relationship or or entertaining the thought about having a child, or maybe you're pregnant and you're pregnant with your ex and you're like, oh, having to decide between whether you stay with that person or abort the child, right? Hopefully nobody's going through that. It's a tough decision to make. Or again, you're trying to execute a big project that you have, something that you're working on. This is about having a plan, essentially. Yeah, with Mercury here. Planning, mapping, especially with Capricorn. Capricorns are freaking masterminds around doing dream boards, goal boards, or lists, like itineraries, things of that nature. So you're good at doing that, but maybe you've just been struggling around focusing ideas on what to do, where to go, how to do it, how to structure it, because Mercury has been retrograde. You could have even really been fighting with yourself on whether or not you even want to go out, when perhaps you really just want to work, or you really just want to spend time with your kids. Or maybe it's the other way around, where you prefer not to spend time with your kids and you want to go out, but there's like an infight, miscommunication, disagreements, arguments around being able to have that option. Or just making the decision. Honest to God, it could be just like you emotionally, you could have been like, I really want to go out, but I don't want to leave my babies. It could be that. If this is love, you have an exit strategy, like point blank, period. Like that's the bottom line. And if you've been struggling with that exit strategy, when Mercury goes direct, trust me, the answers are going to come to you. You're going to know exactly what to do. Capricorn is not lost at all. They've just been kind of like fickle, because that's kind of like Gemini energy, where I watch a lot of tarot. I should probably talk to somebody about this. I'm sure I have a problem. And they're always, whenever they talk about air energy, specifically Geminis, it's like, you got to make a decision between two. That's what like the energy represents. And so you could have been really like, you already knew what to do, but then Mercury retrograde came in and had you second guessing yourself, and you're like, and so and so you'll have that clarity back and that power and to make a decision when Mercury goes direct. On the 11th, this also could have been things with your car, travel, short distance travel, getting errands done, daily routines and things of that nature. This could have also been things with siblings, neighbors, and again, doing things in your community, running errands, administrative tasks, and things of that nature. Okay. On the 11th, Venus and Uranus will conjunct. Venus brings pleasure, money, balance, and Uranus brings unexpected events. So this could be a sudden love out of nowhere, especially if you're dating online, because Uranus rules social media. This could be a breakup, or again, the pregnancy I was talking about before, where either unexpectedly you lose the child. Again, my condolences to anybody who might be experiencing this. Or it could be that you've always been trying to have babies, and for some reason you always had abortions. You'll come to figure out why that is now, because wherever Venus is, she brings support and help, people who can give you answers, solutions to any problems that you might be having. This could be sudden behavior issues with children, especially if you're working in daycare. My God, I hope that nobody is experiencing this, because these damn kids today is kids. Or it could be that someone or something is lighting your fire for sure. This is definitely about being true to yourself, your self-worth, and your needs at this time, unapologetically. Point blank, period. Or again, you're getting a lot of opportunities in if you have some kind of work project coming in, and you're going to be able to move forward with whatever that is now. No more miscommunications with those things. Again, even if you do want to go out, you kind of come up with some kind of solutions to being able to have that healthy work-life balance. Yeah, and getting out and doing recreational things. And then Venus will square Saturn on the 18th. So this could be a financial situation. You cutting down on recreational spending. It's Saturn. You already know square and Saturn together is definitely about being disciplined, mature, and responsible. So if there is something that you want, especially around your love life, like you have expectations about what kind of love you want in your life, Saturn's coming in to put the pressure under you to force people to do what you want. That sounds really bad, but stand up for yourself, basically, right? And if this is around, again, the work projects, people are going to come in, or there won't be any more miscommunication. If people have been coming in, you'll be able to just move forward with whatever you got going on now. Again, if this is children, get help, counseling, put them in after school programs and kind of mentorship, getting them kind of educational games and things of that nature, playing more games, incorporating more games, getting more creative and innovative with how you keep them entertained, for sure, or you entertaining yourself. Again, it could be both, where you find a plan for them that keeps them more structured and things of that nature, and also for you, where you're like, okay, I got a babysitter now, I got my cousins in them, my siblings in them, who could really help out and allow you time to go out and have a fucking drink. It's just that simple. We're drinking. It's a drink, a hard one, preferably. All right. And making sure you have a budget for that, right? Because it's also about spending. So, If you don't have a budget for it, again, you're getting creative and innovative and thinking outside the box on how to bring fun to you. Maybe you can have house parties. Boom, there goes your babysitter right there. Put them kids to bed about 7, 8 o'clock, get clean up, do your refreshments, drinks, whatever you need, or maybe it's bring your own beer. Money saver right there. Hell, you could even charge people to come in. And this is in your fifth house. This is game night, bitch. All right, you can play games and have people come over and do the entertainment in the house. Boom, there you go. Money problem solved right there. You don't got to go out. You don't got to leave your house. People got to come to you. Make sure they bring some food too. Only thing you got to do is clean up, and I'd be okay with that. I'm just saying. So this could definitely be a house party or something of that nature. So that you don't have to go out and spend money. So if you don't have a budget for it, or maybe it's not right away, and again, it's an investment, something you have to work towards, or just putting money away. Because if you don't, Saturn's going to be like, all right, fine, that's what you want to do. Wait till the kids need something. You ain't going to have the money for it. That's how Saturn is. That's how Saturn gets down. That's how Saturn is like, now try me again and not do a budget and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then on the 14th, there's a full moon in Sagittarius square Neptune. So we're talking about a square in Neptune. Already, I don't like it. I don't like this energy. Squares are typically hard, harsh aspects. So some harsh truth coming to light about deception, lies, deceit, addictions, lack of clarity, lack of direction, fogginess, just not seeing things clearly, or being too nice. This could definitely be somebody who's very naive around specific situations. And so that Sagittarius full moon is going to bring something to light, to completion, where you ultimately learn a lesson, and perhaps not probably not in such a favorable way. So on the other side to that, this could be just you about getting rest, doing the internal work. Maybe you're healing from something like that already happened, and you're just doing the work behind the scenes. This could be travel, or some kind of counseling or help, or seeking solace from others, like support, leaning on someone else. But really what this is helping you do is build up your intuition, your faith, to trust in the process about something. Something had to happen in order for you to be like, oh, you know what, the universe does look out for me. You whatever it is, you're not going to be able to avoid the fact that there was no way other than the fact that the universe watches out for you type of situation. Yeah, there could be some fogginess. Maybe you're avoiding something that you don't want to deal with. Oof, Neptune is so good at blinding you. So going back to the naivety, if you have a decision that you need to make and you're fighting it, something's going to happen. It's going to be when Saturn squares bring pressure, especially with Neptune. This could be a health issue that just gets to the point where if you ignore it, whatever it is, it's going to burst, right? To the point where you won't be able to ignore it. You're going to have to face whatever it is you're running from. This might be really hard. This might be really hard with Neptune, harsh truth. The truth is right there, but you don't want to deal with it. You really might not be able to. It could be something that's out of your hands, or like something that somebody else is going through that you're witnessing, and it's like it's really not your mouth to say. And it could be really getting to you, like, ooh, when you just when you just wanna, you don't see that, girl, get your, no, let me stop. All right. I would definitely get some counseling if you need to around this time for whatever this is that's coming up for you. And then Venus moves into Gemini in your sixth house on the 18th. And so this is pleasure restored when it comes to your work environment, any kind of work, work in general, health support. So if you do have a health issue, Venus is definitely going to come through for you where you find the right doctor. So get a second opinion if you have been diagnosed with something, or if you need help with something around the house, get a nanny, whether that's cleaning or small things with the kids, like picking them up from school, bringing them to school, dropping them off to their sports and things of that nature. I think I mentioned that with the fifth house stuff. Yeah, so you'll definitely have more support coming in for you for sure, if that's something that you need. If you've been having any troubles with coworkers or miscommunication or disagreements or just really finding it hard to meet them in the middle somewhere, that will change. Yeah, it could be a diet too that you might need to take or be on that you're getting support for if it's not a health issue. Or it could be just the reminders or more time to keep up with your hygiene or doctor's appointments like check-ins, checkups, dentists, all those types of things there. Okay. And then the new moon in Cancer happening at the end of the month, which I believe is on the 28th. There's a brand new fresh start for you and your partner. So this is happening in the seventh house. This is a great place to have this. This could be a new business with you and your partner, your significant other, your romantic partner, or you just find a new business partner that's really reliable. You guys are on the same page finally. Like, oh, I know how that can be. Signing a bunch of business contracts or agreements. If you're moving, buying a new home and you've been running into issues with that, there could be some contracts and agreements that are finalized at this time, so you can actually do that. If it doesn't have anything to do with that, again, counseling, mentorship, even business coaching here, if you need it for some particular part of your business. Or otherwise, in general, your relationships, that your new relationships, all relationships, any kind of relationships that you bring in or start at this time will start to feel more like home, like family, heartfelt, nurturing, caring, supportive, real ride or dies here. And if it's none of those things and you're not starting a business together, maybe perhaps you and your partner are discussing different ways to build financial security or generational wealth, or working on breaking generational curses within your family, meaning your immediate family. So if this is somebody you have children with, then you are like, we don't want this for our kids anymore. What can we do? And this goes back to that fifth house energy about getting creative and innovative. Like my son and I monopolize Monopoly. Okay. Now, obviously my son is still really young. He's only 5, but as I was learning and challenged myself to learn Monopoly because I wanted to get better with money, he's doing the same thing. Again, he's still really young, but he thinks he's playing the game. He's just having fun. He doesn't even care what he's learning, but it's going to be helpful for them when they get older. They're going to have a money mindset. And so maybe you and your partner are like challenging yourselves to do things to break generational curses in both of you guys as families. These could have been things that you guys grew up with, and you're like, we don't want our children to grow up like that. What can we do differently as parents to challenge that dynamic in our lives? It could also be something like that. So if you're not doing that piece of it, you guys are like, we're going to take this money, we're going to save this to build towards something else that's going to bring in more money. Okay. Be mindful that anything you do too soon, too fast, could explode and excel in a way that you didn't expect, and you lose control over it, because the new moon in Cancer is square to Jupiter, and Jupiter expands everything that it touches. And so you just want to be mindful of really fast growth. Capricorn, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.